Hello, boys and girls. Back for another workout, an at-home kinetics workout. So, again, I'm going to say this probably on most of these videos. Let's emphasize doing this stuff consistently. Okay, we're moving consistently, hydrating consistently. So, aiming for about 50% of your body weight in ounces is a minimum. Get outside, soak up some of the sunshine as we have it available. Sleep well in a dark room, get good quality sleep and quantity. Continue to practice eating quality foods that you prepare yourself. Make them as healthy as possible. I understand that some of the stuff is going to be harder to come by, and you may need to kind of shift what your normal eating routine looks like. But this is not a reason to let your health slip away. So let's continue to practice those positive habits on a regular basis. One of them being movement, daily movement. So a reminder, today's workout is actually designated as a push effort, a really hard effort. You always have the ability to adjust that down if that's not appropriate for you. It's fine to do some of these hard workouts, to go out and do some hill sprints maybe once in a while, once or twice a week. If you find that you're feeling really run down due to stress, external factors that are impacting your recovery and that sort of thing, by all means, reduce the effort a little bit here, change the pacing, okay? But we'll go over today's workout. I'll offer you guys some modifications and adjustments that you can make as far as available equipment and space. This one's pretty easy as far as not needing a whole lot of stuff, but let's get started. So prep portion, I'm gonna stick with a 3 to 4 set option, okay? So 3 to 4 sets of our prep, and we have 3 movements today. The first one being speed skaters. So really we're just looking at a lateral jump, or really a lateral hop, because we're going from one leg to the other, or leap rather. On each side I want to see some actual squat, kind of actually more of a hinge, I guess, to one side. That one foot comes over. I'm going to jump to the opposite side, and I want it to be athletic. So I want my body weight to shift. If you look from the side, as I'm here, I'm down, like I'm lowering into this, so there's some tension through the glute and hamstring, right? I want to actually get there, not just kind of doing one of these side to side, okay? Unless you want to go do that really fast, and then you get real warm with it, right? A little bit shot there or whatever. But minute of speed skaters there, guys. It's set a distance that's challenging for you that allows you to perform these well and with good balance and all that good stuff. Okay, if these are absolutely off the table, you could always substitute them with just some simple reverse lunges or lateral lunges. As always, if you do have access to things like a rower or a bike, or you have a jump rope, by all means, sneak that into some of these prep sections just to get the blood flowing. I didn't include them because I don't know what anyone has, right? So if you have the access to those sort of things, you can by all means start any of your preps, any of your warm-ups with a couple of minutes on a bike or a rower, or jumping some rope. Cool. After our speed skaters, we have 10 reps of primal pull-throughs plus a push-up. So as a reminder, our primal pull-through, we're traveling from a plank position to down dog, okay, back to that plank, perform a push-up. So we're here, rigid plank position, driving my hips up and back, come back to that plank, push-up. If you can't perform push-ups, good quality push-ups with a rigid core and flat back, right, then I want you to substitute the push-up with shoulder taps, right? Slow and controlled. So if I'm doing those shoulder taps, I should be here and here, right? It's not a quick slap, and I'm avoiding sticking my butt up in the air or rolling my hips aggressively from one side to the other, right? I want to stay as rigid as possible. So you have 10 reps there. And then the last thing we have is 30 to 45 seconds on each side of a single leg glute bridge. Okay, and this is just a static hold. So I'm gonna keep one leg up in the air, tighten down my midsection, and drive that hip up. So my heel is planted and my shoulders are planted behind me. If that's a little too hard, I can lay my arms out. I know it's hard to see here. I can lay my arms out to the side versus keeping them across my chest. That'll give me a little bit more stability in that bottom position. You're holding for 30 to 45 seconds here on each side. Okay, once we've completed 3 to 4 sets, we're gonna move on to our sweat portion, and that's gonna be a 15-minute EMOM. So every minute on the minute, you're going to start these 2 following movements. Whatever time is remaining, you rest. The goal here is that you should have about 20 to 30 seconds of rest, okay? If you're getting less than 20 seconds per rest, I want you to adjust the reps down a little bit, okay? So the 2 movements are a vertical jump, a max effort vertical jump, and burpees, okay? 3 to 5 reps of the jump, 5 to 7 reps of the burpees. So some things I want you to keep in mind. The vertical jump should be, as it's listed, a maximal effort, so it's a high jump. So I wanna hinge back and explode, right? I'm here, and I'm trying to get as much height as I can. If you have access to something, a target that you can physically, tangibly reach to, awesome. If you don't, just hold yourself accountable to a really high effort. So I'll get my 3 to 5 reps here, and then I wanna see me drop right down. I come down out of that last rep, and I'm to my burpees. Right, they're quick. If you don't have a strong push-up, right, and you can't react that quickly, you're not reactive on the burpees, eliminate the push-up, just make them a squat thrust. So I would come down, kick my feet out, and stand. So it's quick, right? We're looking for this to be really fast and reactive, and then catch your breath in between, right? None of these should be like grueling, grinding out movements. We wanna see them be quick and explosive. Some ways that you can adjust these, we just went over the burpee adjustment, just change it out for a squat thrust. As far as the vertical jump, if you want to, maybe you don't have access to a tall ceiling or something, you're worried about banging your head because you can jump so high, we can grab some light dumbbells if you have access to them, or if you made some fancy milk jug weights at home like I've recommended, and we can just hold those at our side, same idea, big, powerful jump with these, right? Holding them at our side, we're just gonna jump. When we're done, we set them down, go right into our burpees, okay? If you're trying to slow this down a little bit and make it a little bit less of that speed, explosive push effort, by all means, you have access to dumbbells, by all means, you can take that burpee as well and keep the dumbbells in your hand, go down into a plank, perform your push-up, stand up, and then up into what we will do in class from time to time, which is that sumo stance, muscle clean and press, or muscle snatch, right? Where those dumbbells are going overhead. Also called a devil's press by some people, same movement. So those are some variations that you can put into there. Our breathe portion today, again, I wanna emphasize, don't skip these parts. Take these 5 minutes, okay? Put on, if it's helpful, put on maybe a guided meditation or some peaceful music, okay? Take a few minutes or just silence, that's fine too. Take some time, close your eyes, focus on deep belly breathing, okay? Today's position is heel sitting, so we're just gonna be, let's see if I don't know if you guys can see me from there. I'll pull a bench up. So we're gonna be getting into our heel sitting position. I'm gonna do it on the bench just so you can see. The top of my foot is down, and I'm just sitting back on my heel, or on my heels. And from here, I wanna close my eyes. I wanna focus on that deep belly breathing, that diaphragmatic breath. Having shoes on makes this a little bit easier, so if you can, peel them off. If you have some restriction through your ankles and this kind of bothers it or hurts it, shoving a small pillow or a rolled up towel underneath your ankles should help alleviate that. And then over time, you can start to peel that away and get a little bit more range of motion. All right, so that's our breathe section for today. Guys, continue the good work, value your health, take care of one another, and we'll see you on the next one.